I got a couple more people in the queue. Does anybody else want to chime in? We got 50 some odd people who still on the call. You can press *6. Oh, yeah, I'm still here, bro.
Hey, man, sorry about that.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Anything else?
No, you know what? Actually, first off, I just wanted to, like everybody, just wanted to thank you for what you're doing. I know you're not getting paid, and like everybody else, you're handling the phone calls very well, and you gotta love this day and age of technology, man.
Yeah.
I notice a lot of people are calling and asking for advice on what to bring out there. And I know a lot of people are coming from out of state. Maybe they're not used to Nevada. I lived there for a little while. I'm just want to throw a couple of suggestions out there. I'm not in the area. I'm actually in Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple simple things, man, just socks, underwear, soap, deodorant, and chapstick. Also extra blankets. The desert gets very cold at night.
I would probably recommend some sources of shade as well, right?
Absolutely. Carports are pretty cheap.
Yeah, if anybody's got any source of shade, bring it up.
I was going to say also, very cheap at Target are track phones right now. And I kind of have a feeling that everybody's being traced in the area.
Yeah.
Target has track phones for $7. I'm just saying.
It's definitely a good idea. I'm not sure what their capabilities are with throwaways. I've had a couple issues recently, but if anybody else is still heading out there, that's not a bad idea at all. If you got the capabilities or the monetary means to grab a couple of throwaways for the comms line when you get down there, I'm sure there's some boots on the ground that would definitely appreciate that right now. Obviously, we haven't been in much direct contact in this last two segments, but these were last 5 and then 6, 7 hours. We have not really heard too much from the boots on the ground, and only a few people have chimed in. So we'd really like people on the inner circle to come forward. If you know anybody that's out there, anybody that was headed out there that should be there by now, please have them call in. Anything else you wanted to add, brother?
No, I just I agree. I kind of know the atmosphere, and I'll be down there Monday.
Okay.
But yeah, just simple things. Really simple things go a long way, especially when you don't know how long you're going to be down there for. Toilet paper. I mean, who knows?
Right.
If you're going to be able to get to that. I know there's a Walmart pretty close, but who knows, man?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 5-gallon buckets with the bag inside it. Cut a hole in the top. You've got yourself a latrine. I'm sure they could appreciate a couple of those. I heard there were porta potties, but who knows how many versus how many people that could.
Well, yeah, you got to remember, exactly how many people, and then how often they're going to get changed out, and again, who knows how long that you plan on being out there, and
exactly.
Just if everybody remembers where we were in 1861, this day right now, and history repeats itself.
Awesome.
But again, thank you, Brian. I appreciate what you're doing, bro.
Yeah. Thanks for chiming in, man. I want to be here as often as I can. And hopefully my wife doesn't divorce me, but hopefully we can keep some people on the same page. This event seems to be dying down. Who knows what's going to happen next? We just want to kind of keep in touch with everybody, and we're just letting people kind of chime in as we go and get some feedback from the public. People are definitely concerned, want to know what's going on, and get all kinds of people doing little research on different parts of the subject. And we've still got people. I'm waiting for somebody to chime in on Harry Reid's relation to the head of the land company. That seems to be quite important.
I know this started off. I know you started this to keep communications with people, but honestly, it's refreshing to hear everybody else, and that we all have the same point of view, and that we all have the same mentality, man. It's really refreshing, and proud to be a patriot, for sure.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for chiming in, man.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
You bet, brother. All right. Minnesota, you're up.
Hey, man, can you hear me?
You're coming in a little foggy, but.
All right, sorry about that. I'm on a computer. I had a couple things. First off, I don't know how much of the live streams you've watched, of the event throughout the last couple of days. But I thought it was awfully peculiar that, for one, Santilli obviously knew something was going on in his live stream because he kept saying how he couldn't say this and that, as did the Bundy, I don't remember which one, a couple of the children just said something to the effect of, tomorrow's going to be a really big day. We need to get everybody here at 9, whatnot. Then when the actual demonstration got to the point where all the protesters left the ranch to go stop the highway and then free the cattle, the police were already there, already had their safety jackets on to direct traffic. They were directing traffic. There were already news vans there at the interchange off to the side, already set up. It seemed like the entire thing was already known to happen. It was not some spontaneous event. I just wonder how much of this is possibly scripted and what might be going on under behind the scenes. It seems a little suspicious to me.
You know what? Somebody just chimed in, and I'm usually pretty good with dates, but are you the one who mentioned about the Civil War?
Negative. This is the first time I've actually ever called you. I listened to you last night a bit and for a couple hours tonight so far.
Anybody remember what date the Civil War started?
I don't recall. I could probably Google it for you.
Go ahead, GTS that one for me.
Yeah, I believe.
What month and day?
Says Civil War began with shots fired on the forts, April 1861. Looks like it may be April 12th.
What day is today?
Today is the 13th. Now it was the 12th yesterday. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if did you notice that, or did you watch the live stream at all? See any of that stuff where it seems like it was all kind of pre-planned and the cops actually knew what was going on?
I have not been watching much of the live stream at all.
Okay.
All I was able to see was the sheriff on stage at the flagpoles this morning. I was sleeping during that, but when I woke up, it's the first thing I watched on the internet, and that's pretty much it. I've just got other people that are trying to give me some feedback, but we're kind of trying to deter using, Facebook, he said, she said as a resource. We're really trying to focus on boots on the ground data, trying to focus on anybody using that one hashtag oath before orders on Twitter, if they've got live feed or anything like that, if they can chime in as well. That's pretty much the biggest thing I'm worried about, is trying to hear from a dozen some odd people that were heading there, that were already there, that have not chimed in quite a bit this evening. They were on earlier, but they have not been on today for quite some time. Three people chimed in that were boots on the ground from a distance, but not actually at ground zero.
Okay, I was just saying, I did watch the live stream pretty thoroughly. But yeah, the cops were obviously there, where they ended up having a conversation with the BLM ahead of time. The news media was there. The police already had, like I said, they had their safety high reflective vests on. Also, when the announcement was made, we're going to go do this, and right after the sheriff didn't do his thing, they already had 20 some odd guys on horses just waiting beyond the hill, and then they all came out all at once. I mean, the whole thing seemed awfully, I don't know, it just seemed really peculiar the way that it was all seemed to be scripted that way. I almost feel like,
kind of staged as hell, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much of it was. I don't think the BLM people that were involved quite knew as much as possibly other people, judging by their reactions. But it just does seem fishy to me. I don't know. I see all the false flags that go on in history, and they're master manipulators pulling the strings behind the scenes. And I just want to encourage everyone to try to keep an open perspective and don't take everything as face value, because there's definitely some stuff going on we're not aware of. It's pretty obvious, especially with the events of yesterday morning. Pretty weird.
Yeah, we have definitely kind of mentioned that, when they seem to be shaking one hand over here, it's distracting what's going on over here in the other hand. So we're definitely trying to get any other researchers to keep an eye on what else is going on. I recommended a couple of the CNN channels starting Monday, CNN's always got live what's going on in the House and things like that. When they're voting in the name of the people, they usually don't make the greatest decisions, like I said, especially when there's a sleight of hand happening like this. But yeah, we're keeping our eyes out on Harry Reid and his associates, the chief of the BLM.
Yeah, he was his former chief of staff for Harry Reid. He's now the head of the BLM, and his son was the one working to deal with the Chinese company to get the $3 billion, $5 billion solar plant out there, whatever it was.
And that's what it really seemed to come down to. And that's if we had any more researchers that could get us more data on the actual land contract for these solar panels, and that wants to chime in with some actual data, that'd be great too. I got a couple more people in the queue. Anybody else wants to chime in, you can press *6, and I'll put you next in line. Minnesota, you good?
I'm good, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you bet. Chime in if you ever have anything else, all right, man?
Indeed.
Thanks. I got 2 callers up. Oh, hey, 773, you're back. What's up, man?
Yeah, hey, I just wanted to let people know because, I was listening to what people are saying about, asking how to spread the word about, these calls and everything. I've been posting the YouTube links on your Facebook page, and of course, people don't need to have you added as a friend to interact on your Facebook page. Everything is public. So if you want to spread the word about these calls, the YouTube links are the best way, as they, 1, do not require a phone to listen, and 2, are fully compatible with all social media, blogs, websites, etc. I mean, granted, this is kind of a hodgepodge right now. It's kind of a half-ass interface between Skype and Google+, but especially, man, because, you're local, we can get together, and I'm also a computer technician. I got some extra computer hardware and stuff. We'll figure out an interface that's more seamless and, doesn't have as much, sound distortion, crackle, inconvenience, or whatever. I just kind of hooked this up on the fly, just like what you're doing is on the fly. I wasn't expecting to be doing all this, and neither were you. It just kind of happened and took on a life of its own. So the fact that you're local is obviously going to make it easier to hammer out bugs and work with you and so on and so forth. So, just people use the YouTube links if you're going to spread around the calls. I've got the phone number and everything in the description of the YouTube links. So, if people do want to call in, all that information's there. It's the most efficient way, and especially, if someone doesn't have unlimited long distance on their phone, or if they have a cell with limited minutes or something, and they don't want to be racking up their minutes calling in, if they have an internet connection, then the YouTube video isn't going to cost them a ton of money to listen in. So that's really the most effective way to get it out to people. If you want to put it on Facebook, if you want to put it on Twitter, if you want to, sacrifice it to Druid, Goat Gods, whatever, it's the most compatible with all methods that you want to use. So I just want to put that out there because people keep asking, what's the best way, and this is the most efficient for now. If we think of something better, we'll let you know.
Yeah, totally awesome. You're definitely doing what you need to do. I just reshared that on my page. And awesome. Thanks again.
Yeah, I got it on your page, both links, the call from yesterday and the one live now. So, people can have at it if they want to find you on Facebook. Again, that's Brian with a Y, and then it'll come up with Free the People, and then a classic, complicated, hard-to-pronounce Polish last name. So when you see that, you've got it. Just, look at the list, the poster there. Can't miss it, and because his profile is public, there is a comments box. You can type your comments. You don't need to be added as a friend on his thing to do it. So enjoy.
Yeah, that means a lot. I appreciate you looking out, man.
Not a problem.
You're gonna turn yourself into my media director if you keep doing what you're doing and this gets syndicated someday, huh?
Yeah, and it's good to be able to meet with your media director over coffee.
We'll make it happen, I promise.
So certainly will. All right. You don't have to mute me. I'm gonna mute myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit mute on Skype, and I'm still here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll try to leave you in the queue. Sometimes when I press the next question, it throws people out of the queue. But as of right now, I'll keep you in. I've got you and Comms One in here. Aviation chimed in for a second within the last 10 minutes, but they didn't come back. I think we had the Gadsden guy back on. I left him open